Hello, welcome. So, before we dive into today's world, we're going to be playing more Leaf Odyssey today. Don't worry, that'll be happening very shortly. There's actually a couple of things I want to talk about today. So, yeah, first thing I want to show off today was this. We've now officially hit 400 watch hours in the last 12 months at least. Actually, in the last less than that, since I only started in like July. Yeah, I started streaming in like July. So that's pretty good. Oh wait, hold up. I need to turn that down. There we go. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised with this. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching the VODs, hanging out, watching these streams. The reason why this is something I wanted to point out today is because in order to become a YouTube partner, there's two requirements, and that's just to like apply. But like the bare minimum requirements are to have like 1,000 subscribers and to have 400 watch hours within the last 12 months. And I never thought that I would achieve any of those, especially not within like the first year of me doing live streams on this channel. But yeah, we've actually met one out of two requirements already, which is kind of crazy. Uh, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean anything because I don't even know if, I would even apply to be a YouTube partner at the end of the day, even if I did make the requirements, like both requirements. But I think it is kind of cool, and I just wanted to point this out that yeah, that's a really big milestone in my eyes at least. So yeah, thank you all for watching and checking out these streams. It really means a lot to me, and also watching the videos. A new video just came out, as which I have pinned in the chat, in case anyone wants to check that out. And obviously, I only have like 20 subscribers, which is like nothing compared to the 1,000 that we would need to, hit those YouTube partnership requirements. But I'm just doing all this stuff for fun, and I just like hanging out with you guys, doing these videos, making these streams. So yeah, even if we never hit the 1,000 or anything like that, I'm not going to be too bothered by that. But yeah, I'm just really happy to see that people have been enjoying the content and they've been watching, checking out this channel, etc. Yeah, 400.2. Exactly. So yeah, the second thing I want to get to today, though, is the updated Leafs Odyssey Worlds page. So I did actually briefly touch on this in my video. I said I'd make like a follow-up video to that to just like talk about this, and I kind of decided that I didn't want to just record that separately. I want to just cover that on stream, kind of kill two birds with one stone, because I did get some questions about it. I think during like the lockpick stream, I was asked about my thoughts on this change and this page. So yeah, anyone who hasn't really been following what's been going on with Leafs Odyssey lately, uh, very, very recently, like I think maybe like a couple days ago, or maybe it was just yesterday. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was like a couple days ago. Uh, Alex Diener, the author or the creator of Leafs Odyssey, decided to add these two markings to the world list. So yeah, you can see the whole page kind of got updated visually. Like there's fewer columns now in this table, and we've got these like color gradients. And yeah, so there's a puzzle piece icon and there's a light bulb icon. And the puzzle piece is there to indicate this is a traditional puzzle campaign, so it uses the game's normal rule set, and you can expect a roughly you can expect an experience that's in the same vein as Tower of Destiny. And then we have the light bulbs, which are the experimental or unconventional worlds, and those involve extra house rules or do something else unusual. So this is an interesting change. I did ask like what was the point of this change? Like what is going to be done with this categorization? And Alex did say that it wasn't for like search filtering purposes or anything like that. It's just to give people an idea of what a world might have to offer and help them decide which worlds they want to play. And I thought that was kind of interesting. And I've seen a little bit of discourse around this already on Discord. And it seems like people have a variety of opinions on this. And I'm not really sure how useful this categorization is for someone who's like looking to try out a world. So there's a couple of things here that I just want to talk about really quickly here. So some worlds like do no harm are marked as experimental, and like okay, to me that's fine. Like this is a world that's entirely based around house rules, right? This is about not killing monsters, and it's not something that is enforced by the game. It's something that there's literally just a sign in the game telling you, hey, don't kill any monsters. That's the rule. Go have fun. Do these puzzles without killing anything. Cool. So I can understand this. Um, and as I go down the list, I see stuff like Candyman 1, right? Candyman 1, okay. Like this world, I understand why it's experimental. It's, it's very small. It's like one room. That's it. So this world doesn't do anything really special. It doesn't like use any weird gimmicks or house rules. But it's just really small, and so having it marked as experimental, okay, I can kind of understand that. Same with like stuff like A Visit to the Sky Princess. This one has like no puzzles. It's just an exploration world, so that kind of makes sense. Um, Chimera Lab is interesting. So this is one that I personally thought was going to end up being experimental, and this is actually not marked experimental at all. But I actually kind of understand the reasoning behind this, or at least what I predict is, or I guess may not predict, but what I think the reasoning is behind this. I actually don't know like what the reasoning was behind these markings. But I think that this one was marked as a more traditional experience because even though it uses a bug, that bug is technically part of the game's rule set. Like that's not something that had to be enforced using like signs or anything like that. So I can understand why this one would be marked normal, but also there are other worlds that have been using this exact bug. And so like if you had to like mark this world as experimental, then you'd probably need to mark all those other worlds as experimental as well. So I can understand the reasoning behind this one, despite it seeming a little bit weird because it is kind of unconventional. I also understand why Museum of Monster Art is considered experimental because, well, if you've played this one, you would know. Let's see here. Flying Fortress being experimental, sure. Like it's hard, complex. It's sort of an editor world. You've got like only 3 rooms. That makes sense. Leaf of the Past, yeah, this is a work in progress, sure. Monster Metropolis. So Monster Metropolis is kind of a weird one because this one doesn't use any kind of house rules or anything. It's a pretty big world as well. Everything is enforced strictly by the game. There are signs that give you like helpful hints here and there as to like, what exchange rates there are for keys and like kind of gives you hints on like where to go and what to look for. So like in that sense, I guess it is kind of unconventional. Like there's multiple endings as well. But then we come down to Pat's World, and Pat's World is marked normal. And this one has honor challenges. This one has literal honor challenges that are only enforced by signs. It has a reputation system only enforced through signs. And I I personally don't really see like what's so different between Monster Metropolis and Pat's World. Like there are also NPCs in this world too that are like monsters that you can choose to kill or not kill, I guess. But like you generally would kill them just to like clear the rooms. Uh, but even if you were to argue, okay, but what about like key routing, right? I remember getting locked out of something in Pat's World because I didn't route my keys properly until I like cheesed. I kind of smuggled some keys around, and that's how I managed to make this world work. But otherwise, like you can kind of mess up with the key routing here. So I don't know. I feel a little bit strange about that. Like, why is this experimental but that one isn't? Space Age makes sense. A level makes sense. New Meta Adventure. This one's actually kind of odd to me as well because this is marked as traditional, but this has black ice and also a bunch of signs that enforce house rules. Like this is this is one of the worlds that uses the most house rules signs for puzzles in the entire list of worlds. And it did say, like at the very top, that worlds marked with light bulb may be experimental or unconventional or involve extra house rules. So not really sure about this one. This one's a little bit odd to see as a traditional. And yeah, Club Slugs, 4 rooms, also traditional. I don't know if that's just like the threshold for being considered traditional. Like as long as you have 4 rooms, you're in the traditional bucket. Because like Candyman 1 didn't end up in that bucket. But yeah, that's another thing that I find kind of strange. Time Bug, that makes sense. Eyewalker, yeah, that makes sense. Best World Ever, yeah, that would definitely fall in experimental. Exploration, sure. I mean, there's no puzzles in this one really. Yeah, Babel, yeah, I think that makes sense. For us as glasses being considered traditional, I'm not sure about. Like this one is about like puzzles that obscure your vision. It's very gimmicky, which is why I wasn't really sure about this one. Yeah, Club Slugs was only slugs too. Yeah. So I'm a little bit surprised by some of the decisions here, or like what to mark as traditional and what to mark as experimental. I've already covered Pat's World. Infinity, this was marked experimental specifically because the author requested it to be. Actually, I would agree with the original marking of it just being a regular or like a traditional puzzle world because there is kind of a gimmick to this world, but honestly, it just uses vanilla mechanics for the most part. Dream World, that's pretty traditional, yeah. Perseum, definitely experimental. Icy Construction, this one, I so this is the one that made me feel like I don't really fully agree with the categorizations, and I think that maybe part of the reason why this one is marked traditional is because Alex hasn't played this one yet. But this one's pretty unassuming. You look at this and it says 12 ice sliding puzzles. Sure, okay, like ice is a vanilla element in the game, so like this is probably a very normal experience. But if you actually play this world, this entire world is all about black ice. Every single puzzle here is based on house rules. How is this traditional at all? I don't know. But I think that maybe because New Meta Adventure, right? New Meta Adventure invented this black ice concept, and it's marked traditional. So because that's marked traditional, I think maybe this one had to be marked traditional because of that. But I think that there's probably a stronger argument for marking it the other way because these are 2 worlds that very heavily rely on house rules to work. So yeah, I think those are like the 2 worlds where I kind of like really disagree, I guess. Lonely Pit, I think that's fine. I think that makes sense. Test World makes sense. Leaf Goes Camping makes sense. Leaf's Present, I was a little bit surprised to see this one in experimental because I was like, what, Club Slugs isn't experimental? And like 3 rooms versus 4 rooms? Like, really? I mean, if you look at Penetrable down here, I haven't actually played Penetrable, so I don't know anything about it, but this is 4 rooms, traditional. Maybe 4 is like the minimum threshold. I don't know. But whatever. I guess I can accept that maybe there is some kind of minimum threshold for this. But yeah, least present it's an experimental. Whatever. I guess that's fine. And Greenway, regular, sure. So this is the reason why I think that Infinity should be considered traditional as well, because Greenway does the exact same thing as Infinity. These are both worlds with like a theme and variation. You take one room, you basically copy and paste it a bunch of times, and you tweak it a little bit each time to make it like harder and harder as you go along. So, in my opinion, like this is a world in the same vein as Infinity, but it does seem like there's a little bit of like author discretion there. And yeah, and that brings us to today. These last three worlds I haven't played. Well, I played the unpublished version of this world, so I haven't played the final version of this one. I will probably check that one out off stream. But yeah, I have streamed this one. I did it last week, actually. So if you want to check this one out and you haven't seen it yet, go check out last week's Leafs Odyssey stream. But yeah, today we're going to be tackling On a Tropical Island. And eventually, once we're done this one, we're going to take a look at Penetrable. But yeah, those are kind of my thoughts on the new changes. I think that it's maybe not like super helpful. It's definitely caused a lot of discourse recently. I don't agree with every categorization, but I think that the list is generally pretty good. I saw some suggestions about like maybe adding a system to add comments, or maybe using like the drawed rating system of like, oh, you get to rate a world out of 10, and you also get to rate its difficulty out of 10. I think that's an interesting system, and I think Alex is looking into that. So I doubt that this is going to be the end of the changes that we see to this page. But yeah, there are some issues there as well, like the fact that we don't have user accounts to download worlds, so we can't have like a user tied to a comment if we wanted to like leave a comment on a particular world. That was something that Alex had mentioned. But yeah, there definitely have to be like user accounts involved in order to actually leave like proper reviews with scores, maybe even like descriptions, paragraphs. IMO not a big fan of the new list thing. Monster Metropolis being experimental is unfair. I mean, yeah, Monster Metropolis is one of the ones that I definitely feel kind of got bucketed maybe the wrong way, but yeah, it does seem like most people either don't like the changes, or they are kind of indifferent to them. Like they don't feel like it's really helping them decide which worlds to play. Like I think someone in the Discord said that what would be more helpful for them is if this page included difficulty ratings, because a large factor in deciding which worlds to play is like, do I feel like I can take this on, or am I looking for like a more relaxed experience, or am I looking for like more of a challenge? People want to know like how hard a world is before they go into it, and I think that might be like one of the biggest factors for picking up a world, aside from like how creative it is and like does it do interesting things. So yeah, anyway, that's all I really want to say about this. I think we will probably end up seeing more changes to this page in the future, but I don't know. I like that Alex is at least putting in an effort to try and help people decide on which worlds they want to play, even if I'm not fully on board with the categorization of every world. So yeah, let's dive into the actual game here. So just give me a second. Pop open the game. All right, Leafs Odyssey. Here we go. All right, cool. 11 out of 10 equals NMA. All right, sure. So yeah, On a Tropical Island. This is another world by Cube2. This is about trapdoors over water. All right, let's just jump right in. Wave start. Is this... Yeah, this is a setup to kill me, so I can't go that way. I see. Alpha wave, okay. What is this burning memory key thing? What is this joke? Oh, is this to actually force me to start here? That's interesting. There's no other way I can start this puzzle, right? Like I can't. Yeah, I have to start by pushing here. Okay, this isn't a drop all the trapdoors situation though. This is just a survive. Survive the snakes. Huh, how do you survive this? I mean, the trapdoors don't affect the flying snakes, so I don't really see how that would be relevant here. Other than restricting my movement. That being said, my movement is very restricted here. Ah, but we can double toggle, I see. And that lets me do this. Okay, cool. Oh wait, but now I'm stuck. No, let me through! Okay, so that's not what you do. And now I have to reset. Yeah, I'm soft locked now. Okay. Let's just restart world. Okay, so don't do that. Understood. I mean, this seems pretty good. You kind of want to do something like this, right? You probably just want to keep the snake with you, though, and then do this. There we go. Alright, that's how you get through there. Ooh, okay, now we've got the snakes carrying the bomb bugs. Interesting. So how are we gonna survive this situation? You need to go around like this? Ooh, of course, yeah, and then I can't... Uh-huh, yeah. I've seen this once before. I was wondering when someone would do more with this. Because I used this in Demolition Expert when I was making, what was it called? When I was making Slither Swarm. I thought this was a really interesting property because it really restricts the number of angles you have available to you when you're trying to kill this particular monster stack on trapdoors. Okay, so I might actually want to do something like this. I kind of want protection, though, from the side, so maybe I don't want to go that far. Maybe like this is good enough. Then this is still here. Okay, I probably want to actually just... I could do this, actually. Think about that. Oh. I kind of want that kill to happen, though. Okay, that's not super helpful. Oh, you're making a world. And there's another find the key section, but the hardest key in that section is known as burning memory key. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. What if I were to do that exact same thing? Okay, but now I'm trapped. I mean, I survive, but it doesn't get me through here. How do I survive this? I need, like, some kind of barrier here. Maybe this is what I want? The problem is you... Oh yeah, that's gonna kill me. What if the block goes in the water? That's a good point. Yeah, I could create a stepping stone. That's also possible. That's a hole. Interesting. Okay, yeah, we can make a stepping stone maybe. Like here, potentially. I mean, the problem is I still have to survive this initial onslaught, so like I need an obstacle to like break up the formation. Also, if I kill a flying snake over top of the sacrifice altar, it's gonna drop the bomb bug down there too, so it'll double toggle, so I can't use that to like back up over this. Not that it would really help, because there's a hole here. Yeah, this is surprisingly tricky, though. For a first... I guess second puzzle. I'm not really sure how to reason about this either, because I'm just not sure what I can actually do here. Like, do I want to put this here or something? Like, I don't think that's helpful. I really want this as like a blocker, I think. At least for now. But that guy is kind of in a bad spot. If only I could kill more of these snakes at once. I can only kill one this way. Because I only have one obstacle. Nope. The reason why I like this is because this protects me on one side. If I could get an explosion here, that would kill two snakes at once if I could just step south. Then I could do... Well, if I did this, I would still lose, but... I feel like I could maybe do something about that. I feel like I have the same geometry problem every time, though. Like, if this was not a trapdoor, I'd be okay here. I could actually, like, survive this. I'd probably not be able to go anywhere, though. That isn't great. Like, I need it to be a trapdoor so I can actually leave. But yeah, this just kills me. Is there a good spot to put this? Like, as a... Yeah, I have a lot of options. I'm just not really sure which options are actually helpful, though. I feel most comfortable keeping the block up. Instead of sinking it. I don't want to sink the block because I need some kind of barrier, I feel. Okay, that's interesting. Could I maybe have put this here and then done what I just did? Oh, that's almost good. I'm trapped, but... And then I could do this. So I managed to survive the onslaught, but I don't have anywhere I can go. That feels like progress. So I feel like I need to attack this from the edge. So if I can rush to an edge after I do this, that's actually probably the best way to deal with this situation. And yeah, just like dunking everything in the water is also really good. I don't really want to be there. Yeah, that kills me. Let's try the other side. It was like this. Okay, yeah, it's symmetric. I can do the exact same thing on both sides. That's not great. How can I avoid trapping myself afterwards? So I need to actually cross. That's kind of difficult. I might try something like this. Oh, if only that block was in a better spot. It goes right here, so I could fill the gap. That'd be nice, but I mean, it's my protective barrier against those guys, so... Escape to the sides? Ooh. That's nasty, but you know what? That probably is going to be a thing, isn't it? I would not be surprised. I would not put it past him to do that. Yeah, really liking the sides, like the side protection, that seems really good. I just need to find a way to actually go back around afterwards, I guess. So if I can keep as many of these trapdoors along the south border as I can. I really do need to have it, like, over by one, though. What if I put it there? I guess the problem is I can't really get around. That's interesting, though. Like, this is looking kind of close. If I could cross over to the other side, would be fine. Thing is, I can never survive this situation without doing a step backwards like this. Which means that I lose... I'm basically cutting myself off when I have to do that. So I need to find a way to do that without cutting myself off. Kinda close. Ultra World? Oh my god, everything's an Ultra World reference. What if I did this? Okay, well that's definitely not good. Well, this is interesting. Yeah, if only I could survive this situation, though. Then I would always die if I did that. That's... It's kind of disgusting how close that looks. No, I have to go around like way too far to do anything here. Oh, wait, hold on. The problem is I get double killed here. I can't make a kill on this guy, because then I'm always going to be surrounded. There'll always be... if I kill this guy ever, then there'll always be 2 flying snakes adjacent to me. So I always die at that point. If I could kill this one earlier, that would maybe make a difference, but I don't have enough time to get there, I think. Yeah. This is hard, yeah. I feel like Cube 2 has been making harder and harder puzzles as we go along. Like, every Cube 2 world gets harder. I'm not sure if that's a good thing, but... Oh, I've already tried this. I know this doesn't work. I mean, there's only so many configurations, right? Like... If I kill you, I'm dead. Oh, this is like almost there. This is so close. Like, imagine if I had one more trapdoor just like right there. Actually, no, it wouldn't matter because these guys would fall in like this. I'm sure the next few worlds puzzles are going to turn to deadly tubular death difficulty. I mean, there's some move order stuff happening here, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, that's very weird. So what if I try this side? The same problem as before. I guess I just can't drop this many trapdoors, but... Man, this is tough. Oh, does that make a difference if I break the formation earlier? I never really considered this. Thing is, it's not really enough. I kind of like what's going on here, but... Yeah, it's just not quite doing it, though. Wait! Wait a minute! Oh, wait, no, this doesn't trigger this one. Actually, why did I think this would help me anyway? No, never mind. That's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. I was like, what if I launched this thing all the way over here? No. This doesn't feel any better than previous attempts. Unfortunately. Oh, come on! Are you serious? You're in the way! Wait, can I, wait at any point and let this guy... Yes! Yeah, wait, no, Wait, how did you end up back there again? No, look how close this is! No! Oh, that's so close. Wait. Wait, I did it! Okay, never mind. We're good. Okay, this is crazy. Gamma wave? Ooh, okay. And now we have we have this. Oh no, yeah, this is tricky. Oh right, these guys just shoot you if they see you. There's nothing you can do at that point. Okay, I see. Oh, that's Man, I feel like I'm being given a taste of my own medicine with this one. Oh. What's this? What's this? Aha! I don't know if I cheesed that one. I don't know if I cheesed that one, but I got through. Okay, Delta Wave. Oh, crossfire. Scary. Scary crossfire situation. Imagine if this was about runes instead. Delta rune. Epsilon wave. Ooh. This world is giving me some pretty serious Slither Swarm vibes. I'm not gonna lie. This world feels like Slither Swarm Ravine 2. But also way harder. And also way more creative. You think we're mega cheesing? You think so? Also, I can't do that. Yeah. I'm not allowed to do this. Wait! Have toggle switches always been able to create stepping stones? Has this always been the case? This has to have always been the case, because this game doesn't get updates, like in terms of mechanics. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Right? Have we ever seen this? Toggle switch in water? I didn't think toggle switches created stepping stones. I swear that has never been done before. You spot cheese? You do? Where do you spot cheese? You don't need every switch to survive? What do you mean? What? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. It's monster blocks, so it doesn't work. Yeah. It's monster blocks, but also you have to get rid of this. So, like... You have to hit every switch. Yeah. There's no avoiding that. Okay, I don't love that. Also don't love this. Wait, how do I do anything in this puzzle? I think you're right though. I think I might be mega cheesing this. Yeah, the fact that I can't get out of here kind of sucks. You can go over the monster gate? No. I like where you're thinking, though. I do think that there could have been something there, potentially, but... this is actually really tough. Like, how do you actually get anywhere? How do you get anywhere alive? I guess I could do something like this, potentially. Also, we don't have to... I mean, we could do something... We could do this. Right, if I drop that there, I can push this into the water here. That creates a stepping stone. That's kind of cool. Not really doing much with that stepping stone, but... yeah, if that snake wasn't there, it would be okay. I don't think I can avoid that, though. Oh, this is probably going to take multiple streams. Oh no, I forgot about that. Well, that's no good. Oh, okay, I like this. This is cool. This is chill. We're chilling. We're chilling, I say, but... okay, so I've hit like 3 of these already. That's kind of cool. Oh, but now I don't have a way to get to the other side. No, it's almost cool. I probably could have dunked that earlier, though. Like, if I did this... I hate this. Nope, that's not gonna work. No, I would have to have dunked this as well, like way earlier, and I don't think that's doable. That's kind of interesting. I can do this. Oh, but then I dropped 2 my trapdoors. I can't do this move here because then I use up that. Okay, so what if we just don't touch that? If we don't touch that, then this guy gets in the way and we lose. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I need to be able to go left and then right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Hell yeah. Okay, Zeta Wave. Okay. Oh, you're sending the slugs. You're sending the sluggy boys. Oh, this is sick nasty. Truly one of the greatest creators of our time. Do I like the worlds made by Creative Ferret? Everyone does joke. Well, I mean, I gotta be honest. Like, most of those worlds kind of really don't do much. I think the most interesting one is probably Leaf's New Meta Adventure. The rest of them kind of are nothing worlds for the most part. Infinity's okay. I'll say Infinity's okay. That one was actually fine. It was a little bit repetitive because some rooms are literally just copied and pasted, but like it had a little bit more substance to it than most of the other worlds. But I do think that, like, stuff like Best World Ever, like, that's just clearly, intentionally, like, maliciously designed, is, I guess, how I would best put it. Like, it's there to just waste your time. Oh, this is awful. This is reminding me of Club Slugs, actually, which I guess, yeah, same author. Pats World 2 is egregious. Pats World 2 is so egregious. Oh, are you serious? Okay, hang on. Can I salvage this at all? Like, I had to get through there. No, you're joking. Really? I can't save that? Okay, fine. How about this? Oh my god. Like, what can I say about NMA? I think that it has some unique ideas. Like, the badge system is very unique. Some of the later puzzles are kind of interesting, even if they aren't, like, very well tutorialized. Like, we have... I forget what it was called. Was Stackum? I remember Alex got really frustrated with that one, though. But that was because he got, like, soft-locked. Actually, yeah. Like, the world just wasn't completable. Like, my playthrough of New Meta Adventure was pretty scuffed. Because I played one of the earlier versions of the world where you could just, like... Or actually, yeah, you just completely got, like, soft-locked at certain points and you couldn't continue. Oh, this is really close. It's kind of unfortunate that it just barely doesn't work because of this one bit of poison. But yeah, it's close enough that I feel like it's in that ballpark of probably the correct solution. There is going to be a difference if I try it from this side because of the direction that slugs move in, so maybe this is better. But no, then I just get completely stuck. That's actually worse. When will we see more world building streams? I don't know, do people actually want to see those? Because like last time I tried to do one, I wasn't really, I don't know, I wasn't really feeling it, but I don't know, if people want to see more world building streams, I can do more. Oh, hey, there's no trapdoor in this one. It takes the amount of time of one of your streams to build one room. Slow process, yeah. Also, hey, welcome. I guess one thing that I will say that is nice about NMA is the water puzzles. I do actually like those. I think the water puzzles are actually good. So, like, I don't think that NMA is completely without value. It's probably still the best world of all the Creative Ferret worlds. And also it invented Black Ice, which I know Cube 2 really liked. Enough to make an entire world about Black Ice, so... Which I'm still not sure why that's not marked experimental, but okay. Like, I don't see the difference between icy construction and do no harm. You know what I mean? Okay, I need to get a flying snake into this pit, I think. Like, there's no trapdoor here. This is clearly meant to be like a you toggle this twice and then come through here. Kill the snail before it poisons the exit. In which configuration though? Because I mean, I know I can get really close if I do. What was it? Was it this? No, it was the other way around. It was when I did it this way. Like, this is a really good configuration because it almost works, but there's just no way I can reach this slug in time. Oh, come on. Wait. Never mind. Never mind. You're right. All you have to do is just kill the slug before it poisons the exit. Duh. Of course. What was I thinking? Cave start. Wait, what was this called? Beach break. Oh, that's nice. There's a little break room. Now we're going on to the caves. There's a sign over there. Why is there a sign over there? I'm reading that sign. What? No entry. Huh? Intrare non. I'm butchering this so bad. Non Lisette. Prohibido El Paso. Entree interdit. Zutrit verboten. Vietato. L'ingresso. Giri Yasak. Huh? Oh, this is just no entry in a bunch of different languages, I think. Why are there like a bunch of squares? Are those like other languages or something? This is by far the most creative ferret sign I've read. Those are all different languages that don't translate with normal sign text, so hence squares. Oh. Yeah, this game doesn't support Unicode, I don't think. Wait. But you have accent aigu. Is that part of the ASCII character set? Are you allowed to have those? I actually don't know what the full ASCII character set looks like. That's interesting. Uh-oh. Huh. Try to copy the text. I'll do it later. How do I do this? Hey, I mean, at least it wasn't another cipher. Okay, well, I definitely messed up here, I think. Well, I can do this. I can fix it. Or, no, I can't. Who knows? It could still be. Don't say that. Oh. Okay, never mind. I couldn't save it. No, I have to end on this side, though. I can't do this. I wanted to do this, but I can't because of the hole. Well, that's annoying. Oh, wait, but I can just do this. Why did I think I couldn't do that earlier? I don't know. Weird. Oh, I see this. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's little pockets in the walls. What was the last cave called? Eta. Oh. Are we going through, like, the entire Greek alphabet? I guess that would make sense. Huh. Yeah, I feel like I cheesed a couple of these, though. I don't know. Well, I guess I'll find out later. For all we know, Cube 2 could be watching these streams right now. We would never know. Hmm. Okay, I did it. Sorry, I did not reason about that. I just kind of did it. Oh, interesting. So I have to enter from this side, I guess, because I have to push this here. What does that mean? That means I need to end where I began. Okay, I see. So I need to end where I began, and then push that out of the way, so I can clear the room. Fascinating. Not a fan of puzzles that just fall apart like that. Interesting. Like where it just becomes really easy to just kind of not really think it through and sort of brute force it. Like I can agree with that, yeah. It feels very cheesy in a way to just like not have to think and then just have a solution. Too many correct answers, maybe. It's like the player didn't do anything. I think that's kind of an interesting like design choice though, right? Like letting the player have the freedom to actually solve the puzzle their own way. I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to get into the territory of like, is Breath of the Wild a well-designed game? Are the puzzles in Breath of the Wild actually good? Or is that just bad design? I know some people who really don't like that kind of design. They think it's bad design. But it's the same kind of thing that Block Koala did, actually. Where they had a lot of that same sort of design. I found it kind of boring. It's the same solution as 2 rooms ago? Is it really? No way. You mean this is the same solution as this one? Oh wait, yeah, I did actually solve it that way, didn't I? Because I did have a path back here, but I didn't have a block with me, did I? Oh no, I did, because I dunked it down the hole. You're right, I actually totally forgot about that. My brain just like zapped that. I completely zapped out of my memory, but I do distinctly remember doing like exactly that. You're so right. So I was like, I put that down like that. Then I did this. If I remember correctly, I went all the way up. I went here, and then I went like here. There we go. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, that was just me kind of not really thinking. Put that there, go through, cool. Kappa Cave. Yeah, my incorrect solution turned into a correct solution. I bet that was the reason why they made this separate room. They're probably like, oh, I just realized that you can do that instead. And so they're like, okay, that's just another room. I mean, I feel like Draw does that a lot too with like the secret rooms, where it's just like, oh, it's just that room again, but slightly different. Or they just like throw on like a challenge scroll. This doesn't feel any different from that. Okay, this is actually kind of interesting though. Okay, can I do something like this, maybe? The problem is I have to dunk 2 now. So I can't really like walk around like this, otherwise I'm kind of forced into that. I mean, I got the key. What? You want me to get the key and leave? Oh, that's crazy. What? So far, the hardest room in this world has been the second room. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. But this might be a serious contender for next hardest room. I mean, I guess I could do this instead. right? Then I have that going on. I kind of wish I had done something a little different here. If I went like this. But then... Oh, that's... No, that's not close. It's disconnected. Oh, okay. Makes me feel like I don't want to drop too many trapdoors. Otherwise I'm gonna run out of trapdoors. I need enough... Oh god, how long is this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's exactly 8 blocks, so I guess I could technically make an entire like stepping stone bridge from end to end. That is possible, isn't it? I don't like... No, I feel like I have to at least drop something here, otherwise I can't... Is that better? That's definitely worse. No, I think I have to like enter from like... No, no. This is never gonna work. I don't think I can leave 2 stacks adjacent like that. If I do this, well now everything's on this side. That's kind of bad. It's really bad. Oh, give me that key. This is no way, right? Like, this is... Like, I'm pretty sure this is just awful? I think? Oh, well, that's no good. No, that's definitely failure. I mean, that's cool. It puts me in the exact same position I was in before. I've done this before. Okay. Okay, so actually hard puzzle. Let me start from this side so it's a little bit closer. Fewer inputs. So how do I make a bridge that lets me like cross in both directions? At least like... Like I'm at least going up once and then back down, because I need to grab this after having interacted with this. So I need to like cross the trapdoors at least once to like mess with this. I have to grab this and still make it all the way back across here though. This is hard. Is there... Okay, this is not even the last puzzle in this line. That's crazy. If I do this, is this helpful? don't like this very much, but if I drop those there, well then I don't have a way to drop this anywhere, because now that gets cornered. So that's not good. Oh, I can't do that. I could do this. That doesn't seem great. That seems terrible. But actually, maybe this works. Because I can drop this. Yeah, and then I can do this? Except, no, that doesn't work. Because I don't have a way to back off of this now. Help! Help! Well, and even if I did do this, like, I'd be trapped on this side, so that's really not good. I'm wondering if there's a way I can, like, do a pass where I don't go all the way across. I feel like I'm dropping way too many trapdoors when I do this, though. Like, that can't possibly be good. Maybe there's a way I can get an actual line. No, there's no way to get a line, because if I tried to... I can't move this block stack to this wall, or this block stack to this wall. So there's no way we can get 8 stepping stones in a column. That's impossible. I can roll that out, which means that I do need to make 2 paths, one that's partially stepping stones and another one that's partially stepping stones. I think that's a, like, maybe helpful deduction, but, like, is that actionable? I don't know. I kind of like this pattern. It creates, like, 2s across the way, like, everywhere. The problem is that's not really what I want. Yeah, like, if I could go back to the other side, that'd be good. But I can't. What is this puzzle? Wow. Not gonna lie, this puzzle's making me feel pretty stupid. I don't know. Like, I don't think this is supposed to be this hard, but then... Am I not realizing something, like, really, really important here? Like, I know that I can't get this column off of this wall. I can't get this column off of this wall. Is there anything I can deduce from that? Like, am I only allowed to drop at most, like, 2 trapdoors if I want to use this channel and this channel? I think that might be what that's saying. Like, I can only drop 2 trapdoors in this column if I want to be able to cross here. I mean, that's not entirely true, though, because, like, there could be stepping stones in this column that I could, like, step onto to, like, get out of this column. Or even other trapdoors. Like, am I sure that I have to make... I guess, what, 5 passes? I have to go down. I need to interact with this. I have to go back up. I have to get this key, and then I have to go back down. So there's no way I can kill, like, all the blocks before I've done, like, 2 passes even. Because of this and this, I think. Like, that doesn't feel great. Wow, okay. Yeah, so I've made, what? This is like one pass. And I don't have to drop both blocks at once. That's another thing. It feels good to just drop the entire stack. I don't even know if that's what I want to do. But for the number of passes that I have to make over this, I think I do actually have to just drop only 2 trapdoors. Like, I'm very restricted in how many passes I can make over this. I don't like that. I mean, there's an idea. Can I do something like this? Is this more helpful? It's certainly different. But it doesn't really solve my problem of how do I get back south. So I still have the same problem. Even if I could kill these. And I think I could. Like, I could just, like, do this. And like, wow, we're done. But, like, how do I do anything after this point? So I've made how many passes? Yeah, I made 4 passes, right? Like, that's pass 1. That's 2. 3. This is pass 3, and then this is my pass 4 to come back up here, and then I'm stuck. So I need to be able to make like 5 passes on this. So I need to make stepping stones in such a way where I'm allowed to make a 5th pass. And how am I going to do that? Because I definitely can't collect all the blocks into one column. So I can't make like just like one nice column of stepping stones. That's impossible. I know that much. I guess the other way I can think of this is, can I save a pass somehow? Like, can I do more work during a single pass? So well, yeah, if I can save some work during one of these passes, I might be able to get this key on, like, the 2nd pass? That's crazy, though. That shouldn't... I don't think that's possible. If I could get this key on the 2nd pass, then we're pretty good. Then we just leave on the 3rd pass. I don't think we're going to be able to do that, though. So if I kill everything on my third pass, like so, I'm going up. Or sorry, I'm going down, back up, kill everything on pass 3. Then by pass 4, I'm already out of trapdoors for crossing. No, if I had a stepping stone here, that wouldn't make a difference because I still have to cross like here. I'm just trying to see like, is there a way I can like get a 5th pass out of this? But no, like the fact that this is 4 wide really limits that. Like I really do just need another. I really need to do more work in one of these passes. I need to kill more monster blocks in a single pass. Oh, but now I'm trapped. Okay, so maybe I don't do that. What if I just do this? Well, then I think I'm stuck, right? Wait, I caused this problem for myself earlier. If only I could have just like dropped these two, but like not these two. Because if I can drop like 2 here, what I could do is I could cross up here. Wait, no, like, I don't have a bridge here. Yeah, I was thinking I would go like somehow back down here, push this left. No, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I swear, if this takes me longer than Finale 1 from Lockpick, I'm going to be very sad. Please let me out of this prison, please. Oh wow, I've killed a lot of them for a single pass. Like that's a lot of dead blocks. If only I could step south here. Well, no, it wouldn't be enough because I would still be short. I wouldn't be able to make the bridge across, though. I'd still have to end up at the bottom. So I'm not really close at all when I do that. Okay, how can I maximize the number of kills that I make? I feel like that's what I need to do. The problem is I feel like I'm also necessarily forced to make like so many passes over this. Like I feel like I only get the 4 passes. And I somehow have to kill more blocks. But how? Kill the monster blocks in a straight line? My question is how, though? Like this? And also, if I kill the monster blocks in a straight line, then... Like if, let's say hypothetically there were like 2 gaps here, 2 gaps here, 2 gaps here, 2 gaps here. I'd come down, I'd kill the 2 blocks. I'd go up, kill 2 more, come down, kill 2 more, and then go up and kill 2 more. I'd have the key, but I wouldn't be at the door, and I would have no bridge to get across. So I know I can't just kill them in a straight line. Unless you mean something else. Unless you mean, like, line up all the monster blocks, like, in a single column. The problem with that is I can't move this off of this wall, and I can't move this off of this wall. So there's automatically going to be a gap of 2 in any given column if I tried to make, like, a big straight line. Like, it's just, like, mathematically impossible to actually get 8 blocks in a row, unfortunately. Like, these are all wooden walls. There's no cracked walls here. I really want to be able to do something like that, though. It'd be nice. I'm just not really seeing, like, a good pattern that works here, though. If only they were multi-push. But yeah, even that wouldn't be enough. This seems really bad because I just cut off, like, 2 entire avenues that I could have used to, like, cross. So if I'm crossing over at all, well, then I had better make sure that I have stepping stones here so I can continue using one of the other existing paths. Yeah, and this is no good because then I cut off this. So I get fewer passes. Well, unless I can fill it in again, but it's not looking too good. No, it really is just as simple as it looks. I can't push this through here. I can't keep it on this wall or in this corner, otherwise I can't clear the room. Like, the problem with this is now I've limited my crossing options to 0. Like, I've already lost, like, at this point, I feel. Like, I need to have killed both stacks of monster blocks by this point. The question is how? It almost looks like it should be possible to get a 5th crossing. Almost. It looks almost possible, but then I also don't see how that would happen. I guess if I reuse a stepping stone, I don't have to make a wave line of dead monster blocks. What do you mean by like a wave line? Like this? Yes, so leaf can cross. I'm not sure I see the vision. Like, is this something similar to like what you're suggesting? Because like it looks like it almost works. Well, but then I have to cross here to get this, and then there's nothing left. The problem is Leaf can't move diagonally. Like if Leaf could step diagonally, I could like conceivably put like two here, two here, two here, and two here. This is interesting because like there's still a trapdoor here, even though I've done my 4 crossings. Do I get more crossings if I put more like stepping stones like in the middle? Right. If I put stepping stones in a place where I've already dropped a trapdoor, that saves a trapdoor. I don't have to step on another trapdoor because I'm just putting stepping stones in that place where I've already used up a trapdoor. Is that enough to save me a crossing? If I guess with the right configuration of stepping stones, maybe. It does feel like I need to somehow save trapdoors. Like, if I can do that, that would be maybe helpful. Oh, why does that look like it's almost good? I feel like I've done something like this before. It looks kind of decent, but it really isn't, because... I mean, it's 3 trapdoors away. If I could rearrange, if I could pick up these 3 trapdoors and move them like here, here, and here, that'll give me a path to go across like this, and I would be out of here. But I can't. I can't just like grab these and move them. But they exist, so I feel like there has to be a way to actually have them like here, here, and I guess either like here or I don't know. Like this looks kind of good, right? Like it's sort of in the realm of what I need to do. If this all was up maybe one space and they could have the trapdoors in between, like I mean that's probably closer than anything else I've got so far. Okay, well can I make that an explicit goal? Can I make it so that I want to put like trap or stepping stones here, 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 and here, here? Because maybe that would do it. I guess the only problem is how do I do that? Because this has to get dropped if I want to go through here at all. So then this would end up in that configuration that I just did. But I do know that, yeah, the way that I drew my shapes kind of did dictate like where those would go. Like, I stopped here, here, and here. And I end up with a bridge that looked like this, this, this. Okay. So what if I don't draw it like that? What if I draw it like this? Like, obviously I can't step here. So at this point I need to do something like this again. I have fewer trapdoors. I have only 2 this time, so if I could move them here and here, that wouldn't be enough. So is this worse? I think it is kind of interesting to like cross over like this, though. What if I didn't drop these? What if I just did this? Because I want to drop those 2. Then I did the staircase down like this. So I still have this here. I don't really like that. Puts me across. I have 5 extra trapdoors. But none of them are in the right place. See, that's kind of interesting now. Nope. Yeah, that's death. So I feel like I don't want to do that. This is not it, though. Right, this is not it. What am I missing? I feel like my opener is more important than anything else because like my opening move, like which chapters I drop as I'm coming down on my first pass determines the shape of the stepping stone layouts the most. So I need a better opener, I think. I mean, that's kind of an interesting opener because it does give me 2 stepping stones here. That'll give me like 2 stepping stones there. This would be like not enough stepping stones for this, but like would let me do this. Problem is I just never have enough stuff in the middle to do anything. Like I have to step there, I have to step there, I have to step here. Cool, I have 2 trapdoors here. They're not that helpful though. Makes me feel like I want to keep some trapdoors like here in the middle somehow. I don't know how I would. I'd rather put more step. I'm finding it easier to have extra trapdoors on the edges than it is to have extra trapdoors in the middle. So like maybe I need to concentrate more of my stepping stones like in the center. The problem is I just don't feel like I have a good way of reasoning about this yet. Like I haven't figured out quite how to set that up. Like, do I want to do this? So I can go like there and then cross there. So now I have stepping stones here. Yeah, I don't have a path back still though. This diagonal is still killing me. I have so many trapdoors here. Yeah, but these all funnel me onto this trapdoor, and then I can't even get as deep as there. That's certainly death. Am I allowed to... Okay, let me determine one thing. Can I ever approach any of the, like, far west or far east block stacks? I don't think so, right? If I ever push one of these, I think... I could be wrong, but I think I can't do this. Well, at least on my first pass, like I can never push you or you south, because then I'm automatically stuck with like this situation. And if I were to ever push you, either, well, I would never be able to push you south. That's never going to happen if I push this one south, because there's just no way, because this becomes water, so I could never get around to this side. But let's say like I went around like this way or something and I pushed this south. This would become water. And I would never be able to use this again. So this is not helpful, I think. I want to say that that's a deduction I can make. Like, this is just a never useful option. Am I wrong about that though? I think I'm right that that's not useful. I mean, I can move this into this column. That's interesting. I mean, again, same problems with this, but like, so I have like 4 in a row like that. That's kind of neat, I guess. I feel like I might be getting closer, like putting 2 stacks in the same column, or maybe even like 3 in the same column might be good enough. Like maybe we line up everything except for this one on the east wall. So we have like 3 stacks along here, and then 1 stack here. That might be that might have some merit. Like, what if I did that? Can I do that? The problem with that is I would need a way to actually. I need enough space to do that. There's more space to the north than there is in the south. Okay, so if we just ignore that stack for now. But I have to go through here. Which means I can't push this where I want it to go. Oh, that's... Yeah, these straight lines are not good. The straight lines are bad. We want more like crisscrossing. I don't know if that really answered my query though. Like, is it always bad to push one of the wall riding pillars first? Like, I don't think I've successfully proven that that's a bad move. Unfortunately. It kind of feels bad though, right? Like, this feels better. I don't know why that does, but it does feel better to do that. Yeah, I'm not so sure about any of this. It's not anything I'm missing here, is there? Like, that was the reason why I thought that I should never do this, but like I feel like that's not even necessarily guaranteed. Because I can always push this south. And if I can push this south, then I have a way out when I do this. But like, is it ever productive to do that? I don't think it is. Because then the only way to usefully do anything with this is if I have 2 blocks here, because that's the only way I will ever be able to escape from this. Right? Like, if I ever do this, like, that'll let me out, but that's not helpful. At least I want to say that's not helpful. I mean, it's not looking super helpful, is it? I mean, if I could get this stack over here... Well, then I'd cross here, and then I'd be stuck on this side with the room clear. And I wouldn't be able to cross back. Oh, I'm really afraid of just saying outright, though, that, like, I never push this south first. I'm really afraid of that. Because I feel like I haven't successfully proven that that's just a bad move. I kind of have this, like, gut feeling it isn't, but it doesn't feel like it's quite a proof. So I don't feel comfortable just saying, like, never push this to this position. Okay, well, this is definitely a failure, right? Like, there's no way I'm ever getting through here. Because I can never get to this block. That's disgustingly close looking, even though it's not. If anything, that's making me feel like maybe that is what I want to do, is actually push the ones on the edge. Oh, okay. Can I prove the opposite? Can I prove that pushing one of these south is bad and I should never do that? Like, okay, what are the consequences of pushing one of the middle ones south? I end up in a situation like this. I'm surrounded on 3 sides by blocks, and behind me is water. So the only valid move I can make, and anytime I do this, is a southward move. So I have to push that stack down south. At this point, I'm never allowed to push the the southmost stack any further south, because then it'll go up against the wall, which means I can't clear the room because I can't dunk it in the water. So I'm forced to pick either left or right. It gives me more options than if I were to push one of the wall stacks, because I have a 50-50 now. I'm just not sure how useful that 50-50 is, because I don't feel like I can fully cross. If I fully cross, like, let's say I do this. Maybe this is not allowed. I can also do this. I could move that to another column. Okay, so yeah, there's another option here. I can relocate. I don't see how that's helpful. Especially not if that happens. I could relocate it even further, I guess. I could move it all the way to there? Oh, that doesn't go quite far enough. Okay, I thought that would... No, I have to go at least this far north if I want to do that. Okay, so back to this. Okay, so I have some options. I can like push this here, I can push this here. I could do this from the right. Or I can leave it alone. I can cross. I can drop this and go here. Although that's not really any different from just going across all the way. Yeah, so doing this is the same thing as just going across, basically. Because then I could do this and then this and end up in the exact same configuration. I mean, I can do this. It doesn't feel very good because I'm losing a lot of trapdoors on this side. And it completely isolates these two stacks. Well, maybe if I didn't cross over like that. If I went straight in, then like I could do this. But then this, yeah, this traps me. That's not good. So yeah, there is like a decision. There's a bunch of decision points here, but more importantly is like what I do up here before I even reach like this decision point, because that impacts later steps in the puzzle. I mean, like this will impact later steps as well, but like this is even more impactful, I think. This is failure because I'll never get across. Actually, no, I can do this. That's kind of funny. I can actually make it across if I do that, but again, I'm trapped. I'm trapped on this side of the river. I feel like I'm missing something very critical, but I just don't know what, because I feel like I don't have a lot of options here. I don't like this because this puts a lot of blocks on this side. Or it puts all this water here. But I need to, I have to be able to go back and forth, right? Like, if I could just like teleport from here back to this side, then that'd be nicer, but I can't teleport. And that means there's no water on this side for me to push this into, which means that this becomes way harder to work with. Like, I can't go across. I can't, like, cut all the way across like this. I guess I haven't tried this configuration. It doesn't look very good, but you never know. I think the problem with this, yeah, anytime I push one of you or you south, this necessarily implies that the one next to it also must go south, which I think is bad. I think that's actually really bad. I don't want to push that south because it could be more useful up here where there's more potential water tiles. And so I would want more stepping stones on this side of the bridge than on this side of the bridge. I think. Like, I'm not allowed to do this, because now this is forever stuck. I can push it here, but... yeah, this chapter won't exist. So I think I have deduced that I cannot push any of the edge. I can't push any of the edge columns south. At least it feels really bad every time I do that. So what other patterns do I have available to me? I can do like stepping stones or stair steps like this. I can cut in like an L shape. I've done this before. But then, yeah, that creates this problem again where I'm forced to push that other column south, and now it's impossible to do that, so I can't do that. So if I want to cut in with this like L shape, I have to push one of these two in, so I must terminate that early. It's kind of interesting. Only problem is I don't have a way to get through here now, because, yeah, the moment I push this south, I'm doomed. You will never end up being pushed south, because there's nothing here. So that's a failure. So am I learning that maybe I just never want to push any of these south? Do I always want to go south through the center? Because if that's the case... It's very interesting. Well, I can't do that. So I do need to do something with this stack earlier, I think. Okay, but we never want to push... Well, we can push it south if there's water there. That would be safe. We can't push it south if there's no water there. If I step to the side, I've broken like this line, so this has to be pushed south as well. Which would then imply like I can only use these for north travel. So these would be like north, north, south, south. Right? I mean, I could push this north, but like... I'm on an island, yay! Well, that's new, I guess. It's different. Is it different good? Is that good different or bad different? Seems pretty bad to me. Like the wall stacks, I really feel like I want to push those kind of like this in a way, if that makes sense. Like I want to put one of those wall stacks south by dropping the two trapdoors there. So maybe I should leave that. Put that there. Okay, but then that forces this, which I don't like. Yeah, that forces that to move that way. Oh. I don't know what to do. Like, I've definitely tried this before, I'm pretty sure. I don't like putting Hmm. Wow, look at this. That's probably the closest I've gotten to a solution, sadly. Like I kind of feel like this is actually the closest I've gotten. And it's not too close at all. Okay, maybe I'm not considering every option here. Maybe I could do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then leave this and leave this in. Is that possible? If I wanted to put like 6 in a row, or like in a column, in a line, that necessarily implies that I'm doing a push from like west to east into the last slot. If I'm putting it like here, that doesn't sound very likely. Like, that doesn't sound like something I can do. I mean, it's not impossible. What other openers can I do? Like, is this good ever? That doesn't seem good at all. But it does save me like one trapdoor in the middle, sort of ish. Not really. Great. If only. If only I could do that. Am I mistaken about like putting this against the wall? Like, it doesn't seem like it. Wow. Like, really? Really? That can't be. That can't be, right? Oh god. Well, this is different. This is different. Is it good different? Like, do I want to scrape off? The top block? This is terrible. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, it's symmetrical. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. There's no like turn order or anything. It shouldn't matter which side I start on. If I do the L shape is just going to be the L shape. And yet, like this, that's death. Wait. Wait a minute. There's a hole here. I didn't think about that. There's a hole here. You could go straight across and into this. There's a valid move where I push you all the way up without dropping any of the trapdoors here. Which is unlike anything else, because everything else, if I push it up here, I'm stuck. But you're the only one I can actually go all the way north with. Which could probably lead to a faster kill somehow, in some way, I think. Am I cooking or am I cooked? So I'm getting a message. Hold on, let me check something. Okay, never mind. It's nothing important. I don't know, the pit here, this pit, it feels important. It feels important that I can just like dump something here and not get blocked. So there is a valid move where I step here to here and push a block stack into this thing. The thing is, then I don't have stepping stones. I'm not getting stepping stones out of that. That might give me like a faster kill potentially, but it doesn't give me more stepping stones. So maybe that isn't. Maybe that's just like not important at all. Like that might only be relevant if I could actually like kill everything on the second pass and still have enough trapdoors to get across without making more stepping stones. I don't know how I'd ever do that because these guys are all across here. So that necessarily means I need to plug up at least like some of this stuff with stepping stones. Like I think this area here is going to be really hard to put stepping stones like here or here. It's kind of been like the big issue. I can put them like here if I have a stack down here. Actually, I am forced to do that with at least one of these stacks. Like at least one of these stacks will end up down here in this row. And so I will have to push it north. So I'll always have 2 stepping stones in one of these columns, I think. Am I right about that? Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I'm right, actually. Yeah, because I have to go through here at least once somewhere. I have to approach it. It doesn't matter what I do, like, up here. I can drop as many trapdoors as I like. Something is going in these two rows. There's going to be two stepping stones in these two rows. In some column. Okay. Yeah, because eventually I'm gonna have to push this. Well, I could do this. No, that's not right. Ah. Man. I mean, I did end up with two like that at the end of the day, so I mean, like, it's not completely wrong, is it? Like, if I ever decide to push this to the side, well, no, then this happens, right? Unless I push it to the other side. Like, it only ever happens when I push it to this side. I have to come around and do that first. Which seems kind of bad, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. And if I'm doing that, then I have to do this. Dude, is this room impossible? Am I crazy? Why is everything else up until this part so much easier? Either this is like really hard or I'm just really, really stupid. Like there might be like a really obvious solution. I'm just not seeing it. And it's just like right in front of me. But I'm just not seeing it. Like if only I can move these four here, have a trapdoor still here. I mean, I guess I could do like this. Hmm. Need the editor complete? Maybe you're right. Maybe this is more of an editor puzzle. Okay, I'm not going to look at every room in here. I'm gonna try to avert my eyes. I'm just gonna go take the path that I already took. Oh, no, don't look at that. Okay, we're gonna come to this puzzle. No, this puzzle right here. We're gonna copy this room. We're gonna take it out to another world. Okay, there we go. So now I can actually play around with this here. I know there's a lot of puzzles. Ugh. That's crazy that this is so early on. Okay, well, I'm in the editor. Now what? now what? What do I do? The thing is, I don't even know how this helps me. Like, if this is up here, would that make a difference? I don't know. This one I'm just changing the puzzle itself. Now we have no music. Oh, sad. I can add music. Sure, I'll just get Rapture. I don't remember what the actual song was. I guess I could try removing trapdoors here and seeing like what formations work. Like, how would I get enough stepping stones to get back across after grabbing this key? I am so curious to know, like, what the solution to this room actually looks like. There has to be, like, only, like, one or two solutions to this, right? Like, this has to be one of those kinds of rooms, because this is ridiculous. I don't think I'm solving this today. Like, can I solve it if I have, like, one fewer stack? Probably. I mean, that would just completely trivialize the entire thing, right? No, maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, I still have to cross over like that. It's making me think I'm actually like really far off from the solution if I can't even solve it with like 3. But then I'd have, well, if I have 4, I have 2 extra stepping stones too. Like if I had that extra stack, I could put 1 block here and 1 block here, and then I'd be good, right? I'd be out of here. Like, there's a lot of paths that look like, oh, if I just could, like, transplant this thing from this position to another position, I'd be good. There's a lot of that. Also, I haven't really explored, like, what happens when I just dump this here. I imagine nothing good. I feel like that's strictly worse because I now have fewer options for getting back across. I have fewer stepping stones. And I don't think I can possibly clear the entire room in just 2 passes. Because the moment I step into this row to push anything here and disturb this wall, I'm already forced to continue going south. So that already kind of necessarily implies I have to make, at a minimum, 4 passes. I mean, that's, like, kind of interesting. Problem is, like, can't do anything with this here. It's like, yeah, if only this was actually useful in some way. I feel like there's a lot of different options here. It's kind of scary. Hmm. Well, we already know that this is a failure because of this. Well, actually, what if... Okay, if there was a block stack here and I did have to push this up, this could go here. No, it couldn't, because then I'm pushing this south. And then that's... Then I'm forced to do that. Which goes nowhere. It's trivial to clear this if the trapdoor is not dropped. But this trapdoor has to be dropped. Unless there's another sky key I can get from somewhere else. Okay, let me look at the map one more time. I just need to look at what I've played. There are no other keys hidden anywhere whatsoever. There's a room over here. Interesting. Oh, I guess it's because of this river going through there. That makes sense. No, I really don't think there's like some kind of trick. That it'd be very unlike him to do that. Wow, jeez. I take it back. This game does actually have hard puzzles. This is probably going to take longer than... Actually, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Like, didn't it take like 4 hours to do the finale of Lockpick? Or Finale 1? It hasn't been 4 hours on this, but I don't know. I feel like it's at least been like 1 or 2 even. The problem is I just don't know what else to even do. I've tried to reason with this, but it doesn't... Like, there are certain things I wish I could do, and then they just don't work. What did he do? How did he do this? What did this Cube 2 fellow do? I guess I haven't tried, like, crossing back into the same column, but... Like this? This doesn't help me, though. I'm never gonna be able to cross it again. Dude, this is a nightmare. This is a nightmare puzzle. I don't know what to do. Can I safely assume I never push either of these south? I really wish I could at least narrow that down. Like, that would be cool. If I could actually say, like, 100%, you never need to push this or this. Or you just are never allowed to push either of these south. The thing is, like... If I do that... Then one of these has to come north immediately. Right? That means, on my entry, I have to push one of these south, which means that on my way out, I have to push one of these north. But that doesn't really work. Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. I'm starting to feel like when I push any of these stacks down to here, down to this row, which is inevitable, one of them will end up here. It's not allowed to sit here while I go back. Like, if I ever go back across, this is not allowed to sit here. That's just not allowed. That seems strictly bad. Even though it is a thing I can do. Just... What am I supposed to do here? Let me out, please. Let me... Just jump. Leaf, just jump. Just jump across the gap. Break the wall. Do something. Anything. Please. Yeah, that's great. That's sure going to help. For sure, yeah. Totally. And if I knock that sack sideways... I just don't have enough trapdoors. Like, to waste the fewest number of trapdoors, I'd have to go straight in, like this. Like, that seems sort of efficient. But then I have to deal with this, and there's just no good way of doing that. Boy. Nothing even looks remotely close to, like, giving me a full bridge. I mean, like, sure, I could have done something here and said maybe, hypothetically, but then I'd be up here again, and there's just no way. There's no way across. I don't know why this would ever be useful. Yeah, I can't leave this here. I have to do something with this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like anything I'm doing is really helping here. Like, what do I do in the editor, even? What can I do in the editor that would help me? Like reducing the number of stacks of blocks? Like, can I learn something useful from this? I mean, I still can't cross, even with like 2 stacks of blocks. If there's 1 stack of blocks... So it really is just like these side blocks that are the problem, huh? The ones on like the far edges are like my biggest problem. Because when I reduce the problem down to just this, it becomes a lot more clear, like, those blocks in particular are bad for business. Because, yeah, I've already lost even at this point. Okay, maybe I am learning something from this. Maybe I am learning that the blocks on the edges are evil. I mean, I have to, like, cross over. And when I cross over, it causes stuff to... It causes these gaps. It causes big gaps. Like if I could dump this in a pit... Well, yeah, if I could dump both of these in pits, we'd be fine. Right? If that was a pit, this is a pit, well, then no, we wouldn't, because we would have nothing. With no way back. I mean, I do have to keep in mind that there is this pit here, and that might actually be helpful for some reason. It is annoying to have to think about that. Even though I really feel like it isn't. Alright, you know what? Actually, I actually have to get going. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've been defeated by this puzzle. I don't know how I made it all the way through Lonely Pit and Pat's World and all those other worlds, Greenway. This is where I'm defeated on this? Really? This thing? This puzzle? This? Really? This? This is what beats me? Really? This? I have to go. I really do have to get going. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't know what to do. Maybe next time I'll have something. Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. I'm not sure what to do about next week. I'll figure it out. Tuesday probably going to be I'm thinking of maybe doing Gen 2 Tuesday. Would you guys like Gen 2 Tuesday? Gen 2 Rescue Tuesdays? I'm kind of tempted to do Gen 2 Tuesdays. Because otherwise I'm never going to get around to it. Because this game is never going to finish. I'm never going to beat this puzzle. I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I'll do the Gen 2 Rescue Tuesday. And then Friday will be more lockpick. More suffering, more pain. This is a crazy lineup. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll pick this up again next week. We'll give it one more stream. I hope I don't have to throw in the towel on this one, though. This is... I don't know why this is giving me so much trouble. Yeah, I don't really understand, like, how to reason about this puzzle, I guess. It's hard. It's genuinely just really hard. And it feels disproportionately hard compared to literally everything else in this entire world so far. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Alright. Cool. You guys want to see Gen 2 Tuesday? Alright, cool. We're gonna do Gen 2 Tuesday then. Okay. Take care, everyone. Have a nice day. Check out the video if you haven't watched it already. And yeah, I'll see you on Tuesday. Goodbye.